Can I have a good morning from you all? Happy to see you today. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, sometimes I have to stand on my tippy toes on these things, but hopefully you can hear me. So happy to have you in Vermont. I am Katie Merrill, the Dean of Admissions, and I want to wish you congratulations on this impressive achievement as you embark on your law school education. VLGS is a special place. Yes, it's our Vermont location that gives us a sense of calm and focus, but more than that, I've learned this from our online community, that it's the people who make up our community, students, faculty, and our alumni who come together in all modalities around a shared commitment to use the law as a tool for positive change. At VLGS, that commitment takes many forms: expanding access to justice, strengthening healthy food systems, advancing clean energy, protecting animals, improving the criminal justice system, and addressing challenges like climate change and inequality. While the issues are complex, our approach is practical, collaborative, and deeply rooted in the belief that lawyers can and should make a difference in their communities and the world. I have the honor to introduce you to the community, and while each entering class is unique, there is a common thread among you: a passion and dedication to serve your neighbor, your community, and a desire to make a difference. All right, let's get started. In total, there are 157 new residential online hybrid JDs. Give yourselves a big hand. You represent 35 states, the top states. Okay, Texas, way ahead. I know you guys, I'm expecting you to shout out. So Texas, Vermont, New York, Georgia, Colorado, California, Florida, North Carolina, New Hampshire, Maine, South Carolina, Virginia, and Utah are our top states. You represent over 132 undergrad institutions. I do not have a feeder school for you folks. Maybe a couple duplicates, but that's it. 60 of you have advanced degrees, and I have a number of PhDs out there, so again, it's an impressive group. You also are interesting people with a variety of professional experiences: paralegals, legal assistant, compliance officer, clerk of court, guardian ad litem, legislative aide, tax compliance supervisor, commissioner, mayor pro tem, councilman at large, senator assistant, captain, United States Air Force, military intelligence officer. We have a couple of those in our cohorts too. It's starting to be quite a group. Procurement policy analyst, policy advisor, theater air operations, senior advisor in the office of the Honorable Al Gore, academic advisor, agriculture science teacher, education coordinator, assistant men's soccer coach, school council, training program editor, business owners, CEOs, business consultants, marketing consultants, operations, VP structured finance, operational risk officer, board directors, real estate agents, co-founders of nonprofit, HOA board secretary. If you can handle an HOA, guess what? You can handle law school. Licensed clinical social worker, clinical pharmacist, clinical administrator, owner and clinical psychotherapist, permanency caseworker, caregiver, juvenile probation officer, agriculture standards inspector, dairy and beef cattle producer, nutrient management specialist, conservation agent, environmental leader, sustainable farming coordinator, agriculture program manager, flood grant coordinator, animal keeper, blogger, communications assistant, content project manager, senior writer, video producer, digital marketer, grant proposal writer. I love this one, graduate admissions and recruitment coordinator. Like, we should chat. firefighters, detective for police department, criminal investigator, law enforcement sergeant, emergency preparedness specialist, public safety dispatcher, Coast Guard petty officer, investigator for the post office. You work in hotels, restaurant, and one of you owns a bar, and it just makes me think of the Cheers thing, like everybody had place here. I was going to look that up. Now, on top of amazing careers, you volunteer. You advocate for tenants' rights, housing justice, AmeriCorps Victim Assistance Program, animal adoption support. You care for rescue animals. You march for anti-violence, for women's domestic shelters, and you support domestic abuse resistant teams. You support research in cancer and children's research. You walk for the cure. You walk for autism. You volunteer at your churches. You distribute toys to children. You volunteer at food banks, soup kitchens, homeless shelters. You do grounds cleanup, park and bus stop cleanup, street cleanups. You help build water systems, water quality cleanup. You increase awareness for women's rights, pro bono psychiatric treatments, reading to support children with disabilities, street community garden volunteer, volunteer firefighter, volunteer for a state assembly campaign. You volunteer in libraries, in migrant shelters, you're volunteer teachers, and you do yard work and chores for the elderly. You are fluent in American Sign Language, Arabic, Finnish, French, Greek, Hebrew, Hindi, Italian, Punjabi, Russian, Spanish, Tagalog, and Urdu. And you're an active group. Of course, you love cross-country skiing, backcountry skiing, downhill skiing, snowboarding, basketball, baseball, biking, boxing, dancing, running, football, fitness, golf, hockey, horseback riding, and horseback jumping. I love that. I love to watch that on TV. Lacrosse, motorsports, mountain biking, paddleboarding, and I think we need a ping pong at the next residency because someone's into ping pong out there. Soccer, softball, surfing, swimming, and someone is a national champion swimmer. I think that's pretty cool. T-ball, tennis, and then on here I have Rams. So I was thinking, what is Rams? Like, is that a sport? And then I figure, oh wait, you love the Rams. So go Rams. You enjoy acting, the theater, stage management, interior design, spending time with family and animals, artistic crafts, crocheting, knitting, sewing, astronomy, baking, boating, backpacking, camping, fishing. You love chess, classical music, piano, trumpet, guitar, drums. You sing. You love concerts, indie films, movies in general, gardening. You love events. Film photography, persuasive writing. I think this is going to come in handy. Flying and skydiving, homesteading, and you all love puzzles. It's funny, in my notes, jigsaw puzzles, escape rooms, and board games. You love reading, you love book clubs, you love history research, scuba diving, screenwriting, thrifting, traveling, and you love trying new restaurants. And that should be much fun this evening as you descend on Burlington. I also want to say there's a fun fact. 2 of you are married to VLGS Swan, so we have like swans in the family, I guess. And I'm so thankful for you both. Many of you have military experience and are military connected, spouses, siblings, children, and we, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for your service. Oorah! You are truly an impressive class. At this time, Dean McCormick, Dean Bromberg, I am pleased to present to you the entering online hybrid JD class of 2025. Woo! All right.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. And congratulations for the beginning of this journey. I want to make sure that you've had a chance to meet some of our key faculty and staff here today, so I'm going to ask them to raise their hands around the room. No one's raising their hand, but I see them all here. And I hope you get a chance to interact with them more throughout the residency period today. I really also wanted to make sure that you knew who Dean Dan Bromberg is. He's the dean of our graduate school. Dan, raise your hand. Thank you. Well, we have, when I think about the year, the academic year, one of my favorite events every year, in addition to commencement, is this opening ceremony where our students take the oath of professionalism, and it's an official begin to the law school journey. So I'm really honored today to present to you Judge John M. Conway, who served as the magistrate judge in Vermont from 2008 until 2021 before his retirement. And before that, Judge Conroy served as an assistant U.S. attorney in Vermont for 21 years. And as far as I can tell, the only flaw in this dedicated career of public service is that he chose to go to law school at New England School of Law instead of Vermont Law School. But despite that, we're so honored to have him with us today to offer you some welcoming remarks and to administer your oath of professionalism. So with that, Judge Conway.
Good morning. I feel a special affinity with the students in this room today. Excuse me. Like you, I took a non-traditional path in my legal studies. Online learning did not exist in 1978, but night law school did. And I went to law school at night. The course content was the same. The professors were the same. But I had the added advantage of attending law school with mature adult learners. It was an unanticipated advantage. I found myself, just like in this room, going to school with cops, nurses, teachers, probation officers. We even had a Catholic priest in our first year class. We did not have any bloggers in 1978. But they came to each class with a sense of maturity, empathy, and judgment. For me, it was a privilege to be studying the law with these folks, and now you have that very same opportunity. Dean McCormick described you to me as committed and dedicated students. Inspiring was the term she used in describing you. Much like my law school classmates of 45 years ago. My message to you today is twofold. First of all, you can do this. You can do this. And my other message to you today, it is no exaggeration to say that you are beginning an extraordinary journey in the law. The motto of the school is, in part, that you are both idealists and realists, and that really rings true today. So it is time to begin this journey by taking the oath of professionalism, and I would ask that each student stand and raise your right hand. Please repeat after me. I pledge that I will uphold the highest standards of academic excellence, honesty, and professionalism and integrity. In my academic and professional life, I will treat others with dignity, respect, and courtesy. I commit myself to zealous advocacy for justice and to ethical service without prejudice. Congratulations. Please be seated. Thank you.
Well, we have a break now until 9:45 when your first class begins. Legislation and regulation, I believe, is the first class, and there is still more food and coffee and water outside this room if you'd like.